If you're tired of the crowded, fast-paced city life and looking to buy a home in the mountains where it's calm and cozy, then this is the video for you. I'm here to help you reach your mountain real estate goals and avoid making 6 crucial common mistakes homeowners overlook before purchasing a mountain property. If you are new to my channel, my name is Brittany Coney, and I'm a realtor in Evergreen that specializes in relocations across the Colorado Rocky Mountain Front Range. Before you consider moving to the foothills, you will need to research the community you want to live in, one that fits your lifestyle. If you're an avid biker, hiker, skier, and you love camping and you have the means to commute to work, then it's likely that the mountains will suit you well. A few other things you want to consider are the altitude, the year-round weather, and personal work demands, as well as schools if you have children, and also coexisting with the wildlife. I personally recommend a car with all-wheel drive. I had a very funny 3-hour experience in a homeowner's driveway before I bought my 4-wheel drive car. In their driveway and tried to defy science by exiting with my 2-wheel drive sedan, and it did not work. I ended up having to call Justin from Farmers Insurance to come and get me, so definitely be prepared by having your car winterized. The first topic I want to touch on is the internet connection. A desirable quality in purchasing in the mountains is the seclusion and luxurious nature views. However, those valleys, trees, and topography can all skew internet tower signals and slow down your internet connection. A less than perfect connection can directly impact your work demands. Should you work remote, it is so super important to do some due diligence and research internet providers and services to ensure that the working conditions won't be affected. I also wanted to mention that a lot of homes don't have air conditioning, especially where my brokerage is located in Evergreen. During the summer, it can get a little crazy. Next, I want to touch on 2 subjects, altitude and wildlife. There is vegetation that simply will not grow with the reduced air pressure and reduced carbon dioxide. The majesty of the elevation of the mountains draws in a lot of new buyers, but beyond the views, buyers should also consider soil conditions, wind loads, and sloping lands. It's harder for some plants to grow over 7,500 feet in elevation. Just above 6,000 feet is considered like the altitude sweet spot. And since we're discussing plants, we should also touch on wildlife, since that's what they eat. Wildlife, especially deer, love to munch on gardens, and also bears take great joy in turning your garbage into a free-for-all buffet. Keep an eye out for deer and elk, especially at night, because it's not uncommon for them to dart across the road. Number 3, understanding easements and legal access to your property. Should this apply, the right of way to access a property is owned in a fee or an easement. An easement is a limited right to use another person's land, such as a private road or a path. Your realtor should really take the time to make sure you understand practical applications of the easement, or be able to give you information on how to obtain one if necessary. Number 4, well and septic. Mineral and water rights in unincorporated areas mean that you will get gas, water, and electricity from multiple sources. Most homes in the city are serviced through public water and sewage. However, regions further west of Denver, like Evergreen, Conifer, and Bailey, are likely to well, water, and septic systems and require maintenance every 3 to 5 years. My number 5 research recommendation is explore the recreation. How close are you to fun, restaurants, grocery stores, anything that you just like to do? Evergreen is about an hour outside of Idaho hot springs and major ski towns. Keep in mind that during the weekend or weather, that traffic can be heavy, but it's still a great time and fun to explore. Don't let that stop you. Number 6 is the location. Some mountain living is easier than others. You might want a more rural setting with acreage, or you might want a more luxurious experience and don't mind being closer to neighbors. And the size and characteristics of your house will vary depending on the areas that you pick. If you're commuting to work, living closer to the highway will cut down on commute times. Winter weather, forest fires, hitting a deer, and construction all impact your work commute. These things do happen, but it's just, best to plan ahead. It's also a good idea to find out who's responsible for snow plowing and maintenance on the access roads. Sometimes the county or the HOA will have a contract in place, but it's great to know ahead of time so there are no surprises and no surprise plow purchases. Those are a few things to research before making the move to the mountains. Stay tuned for my next video where I share some helpful tips on actually moving there. And if you'd like to get in touch with me for a buyer's consultation or a home valuation, you can find my contact information below or at the bottom of the screen. You can also find my links to set an appointment, shoot me an email. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you guys in the next video.